I hate this deck already. I hate it.
Okay. Hey YouTube. So this is the deck profile. I'm not gonna say it's complete because I will show you what I do need. I need these.
Two more.
I need two more. They're coming in the mail, but I don't have them.
Assault.
Assault Core. This is Assault Core without any assault cards.
This is Assault Core Turbo FTK.
FTK.
Without Assault Core.
Mm-hmm.
Without the FTK.
Without the FTK. That's exactly right. So if you haven't noticed already, it's Assault Mode Activate. I love this deck. I didn't want it. A little bit of background. Rudy talked me into getting it from a friend at Locals, and I haven't regretted it since.
I have.
And it's just made everything so much better and made fun, really fun duels and made for really fun content with me. I really enjoy it a lot, and I'm thankful. Thank you, Rudy.
I don't enjoy it at all.
So we're gonna start off with the monsters, as you can see, what I'm playing here. So right away we have the Big Daddy, we have the Zaddy, we have 3 Stardust.
And this one's special. It gives out 3 negates.
It gives out 3 negates. It's the daddy. I want to get 2 more like it, but I mean, it is what it is.
It's the daddy of the daddy.
Yeah, so right now it's the Daddy Stardust. In fact, since he's the Daddy Stardust, I'm going to put him in the middle.
There.
Well, it's a little outside of camera view. It's better this way. Rocco, shut up. My dog is crying because I got to give him a bath. But don't worry, people. I will give him a bath tonight. So anyway, so what this does basically is when you Assault Mode activate it on Stardust, you summon it, and then it from the deck. Or there's cards to summon it from hand, but we're not going to get into that here yet. And it negates an effect of a spell, trap, or monster effect by tributing itself to the graveyard. And then if it gets destroyed and you have a Stardust in grave, you can special summon that Stardust out from grave. And, he special summons himself back at the end of the turn when you negate with him. So he's very vital to the deck. He's probably the most powerful Assault Mode card. What do you think, Rudy?
I just don't like him. Negates pretty much anything, and his effects once per card.
Yeah, it's once per card, so if you have multiple Stardust, you can do it. And then up next, the other Assault card I play is Halberd Cannon. I'm debating taking it out. I've used it maybe twice.
And it wasn't successful.
It wasn't successful. It was just a big beater. Like the 45-45 is cool and all, but
even at that, you didn't even get to use it.
I didn't get to use it. Yeah. For those who want to know what he does, he negates summons.
Special summons, right?
Any summon.
Really? I thought it was just special.
I believe it's any summon.
Okay, yeah. Which summon? It's a quick effect too.
It's a quick effect. So he tributes himself.
He doesn't tribute.
Doesn't he send himself to grave?
Once per turn when your opponents will summon, you can negate the summon, and if you do, banish that monster and all special summon monster your opponent controls.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Rudy. Yeah, see, I don't even know what this card does exactly because I don't really use it, but I like it a little bit, but I kind of don't like it at the same time, like I was saying. It's most likely coming out for some Gammas when they get here. But play what you will. Be advised, players out there. This deck can do multiple things. I have another Assault card that I like using, the Assault Mode Red Dragon Archfiend. He's very situational himself. So play what Assault cards you want to play. It's up to you. Rocco agrees. Up next, for the Assault engine itself, we have the 3 Psy Reflectors. This is the tuner of the deck. And what it does basically is when it's normal summoned or special summoned, you can
get anything with the text.
Get anything within its text that says Assault Mode Activate. So any card in the deck, basically, right?
Yep. That's how it works. That's what I believe. So
yeah, that's
what I signed up for.
That's what I signed up for. And then if you reveal a card in your hand if you reveal Assault Mode Activate specifically, you can special summon a card from the graveyard that lists Assault Mode Activate in its text. Of course, you can't summon Halberd Cannon from the graveyard because he says in his text cannot be special summoned by any other way. But for instance, this next card, if you special summon, you can. So there is 3 Assault Sentinels. This card is bread and butter. What he does is he tributes himself to special summon any card that has assault mode activate in its text, and then he also has another effect where he can make anything, any type or attribute to the same type and attribute of monster that you have in that deck, of the extra deck. So, like for instance, if you wanted to make like a Stardust, you'd make it a Dragon Wind. But we all know that you can do that anyway. It's just so that you can get out the variations of assault mode monsters. So he's a very good card. He's very, very, very powerful, and he's essentially another copy of Cyberflector, because Cyberflector is a one-card everything. Up next, I play only 2 Assault Beasts, and my reasoning behind this is because he's kind of expensive. And by expensive, I mean $5 expensive or $4 expensive, and I'm just not about it.
For a common.
For a common card. He used to be a rare, used to be really hard to find, but now he's in the OTS pack. So what he does is basically you pitch him, and then you can add Assault Mode Activate. So the combo is you go, for those who don't know, or you know what, I'll show the combo at the end of the video. It's very easy. It's just I feel like some people don't understand it because, like, look at all of the text on these cards. So anyway, you pitch him, you add Assault Mode Activate. Up next, I play 2 Summoner Monks because it's essentially another copy of Cyberflector. It's just another way to get to Assault Sentinel to get to Cyberflector. But be warned, players, this deck hurts, dies, loses to any hand trap that exists, and Called by the Grave. But we play cards to fight that. We play 2 Ghost Bells to negate Called by the Grave. And somebody gave me this tip online to play this. I had no idea it could negate Called by the Grave, but one of its effects is that if your opponent tries to banish a card from the graveyard, you can negate it. So it's pretty cool. I didn't know it was any graveyard. I thought it was just your graveyard. Yeah. So I would even say play 3, because you really need it. She's really, really important. I haven't seen her yet in a duel, and I haven't had the situation to, but I know it's going to come up eventually. Because Rudy loves himself some Called by the Grave. Don't you, Rudy?
And my Ghost Bells.
And his Ghost Bells. Oh yeah, they're his Ghost Bells that I bought for him. Well, he pulled one and I bought one for him. Right? Is that how it went?
I bought it from you, off you?
Yeah, you did buy it off me. And then up next, my last monster is a tech from one of my favorite YouTubers who I feel like doesn't get enough credit, is the Zephyr War Gaming people. Those guys are so cool. You should check them out. They have a lot of cool techs. I love their ideas. And I play this in here for a little quick... you'll see the Rocket Synchron. What he does is when he's normal summoned, you can special summon a level 5 or higher Dark Dragon type monster. So it's gonna make sense in a little bit why I play him, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Up next, my spells. You have to play triple Fire Formation Tenki. It's basically 3 more copies of Cyberflector. I don't know if you've all noticed that yet, that everything in this deck is Cyberflector.
Yeah. If that Cyberflector gets hit by Called by the Grave somehow, that's it.
Oh.
For that turn.
For that turn, yep. If that Cyberflector gets Ash Blossomed, that's it.
Could still survive, in a way.
Well, no, not
kind
really.
of.
Not really, not with Ash Blossom.
Kind of.
Or
Droll. In a way.
I mean, it'll be on the field. So anyway, everybody knows what Tenki does. It lets you add a level 4 or lower Beast Warrior type monster from your deck to your hand. So you basically want to add either Assault Sentinel to set up your Cyberflector play, or you want to add Beast. But most likely you're going to add Assault Sentinel. And it also, the 100 boost is pretty nice as well. Up next, what deck wouldn't be complete without 3 Called by the Graves? You absolutely need to play 3. Do not play 2. Do not play 1 in this deck anyway. It needs them. You can't get around hand traps. Hand traps are kind of dying nowadays. Not a lot of people are opting to play too many hand traps, but the hand traps that are around still hurt this deck. And Rudy loves himself hand traps. Like just Rudy, go ahead and tell him how much you love hand traps.
Yes.
There you go. You heard it here first. Rudy, 2019.
Yes, especially that one hand trap that I run one of.
Ghost Sister.
Yes.
Up next is my one-ofs. I play 1 for 1. It's Cyberflector. I play 1 emergency teleport. Could you guess what that's for, Rudy?
Called by the Grave.
For Psy Reflector. I play 1 Monster Reborn.
Psy Reflector.
Well, yeah, but for everything.
Psy Reflector.
I play. This is where it gets a little different. I play 1 1 Assault Teleport. Not too many people even know this card exists, and I've seen other YouTubers playing with this deck, and I don't agree with not playing Assault Teleport. It unbricks your hand in the best possible way because you return 1 Assault Mode monster back to your deck and draw 2 cards. So normally when you draw the Assault Mode monsters, it's a brick, but this card will unbrick your hand, and also it's combo little piece, Assault Mode 0, which is an excellent card, but I want to play 2, but I can't find the room for 2. I was playing 3 originally, but
pretty good card.
it's a good card.
Especially they have this.
Yeah.
This and Assault Mode in hand.
Yeah.
And they have that Assault Mode. You do that with the Stardust. Do that. Monster Reborn to Stardust. Banish it.
Banish it and then activate it, so you can get 2 Assault Mode activates. 2 Assault Mode monsters off in 1 turn. But anyway, we didn't explain what it did exactly. So you tribute a Synchro monster and special summon 1 Assault Mode monster from your hand whose name is in the tributed monster's name. So basically it's Assault Mode activate, and it counts as Assault Mode activate. And then if this card is in your graveyard, you can set 1 Assault Mode activate directly from your hand or deck. I didn't know that.
And then activate it.
And then activate it. I didn't know it. You have to banish it. I didn't know it's from deck. That's crazy. Up next are my trap cards. Of course, you need 3 Assault Mode activates. A lot of people will tell you only run 2. I'm going to go ahead and tell you run 3. This deck can turbo out Stardust like nothing. I mean, it's really easy to turbo out Stardust, especially with the other cards I play, because my trap lineup is a little bit different than what the average Assault deck would have. Just a little bit. I play 2 Assault Reboots. This is basically how you get Halberd Cannon out. It lets you swap out a Assault monster for another Assault monster in your deck. And then you can banish it from the graveyard to reshuffle all the cards that say Assault Mode activate in their name. So that's good, but I kind of only want to play 1 of this at the same time that I want to take out Halberd Cannon. So if I take out Halberd Cannon, I'm most likely going to take these out too. So when those Gammas come in, guys, these are probably coming out.
I don't know. It helps you.
It does help, I agree.
It helps you put back your graveyard back into your deck.
It's a good card. It's a good card. Up next is Assault Counter. A lot of people don't play this either, but I like it because it's a little FU to your opponent, and I can say that because I'm not technically saying the word.
True.
It's a little BS for your opponent. Now I'm pushing it.
All right, just go.
Anyway, so what it does is when you have a monster with Assault Mode, if you have an Assault Mode monster, you can negate the activation of a spell, trap card, or effect of a monster. So basically, it's like Stardust without Stardust, but you have to have Stardust on the field to activate it, you know? But I like it. It really helps. Up next, this is where my deck is different from other decks. So I play 2 Called by the Graves. I play 2 Back to the Front.
Call the Haunted.
Yeah, Call the Haunted, sorry. And I play 2 Oasis of Dragon Souls. A lot of you are probably thinking, why not play 3 Back to the Fronts and 3 Call the Haunted? Well, I'm not going to lie, I don't have that. So I have Oasis of the Dragon Soul. So I like it, and this just, honestly, I will advise you guys, try it out. If you don't like playing traps, traps in this deck are really good and really strong. I was playing Crackdown for a while too. Remember that, Rudy?
Yeah.
Crackdown worked really well in this deck as well, but I took it out because I wanted to sell them, so there's that.
And then that's it for the main deck.
That's it for the main deck. We're going to go ahead and go to the extra deck, and the extra deck unfortunately isn't complete, but I'll give you what I have. So basically, here we go. These are my 2 links. They're the only links I play, and I haven't used them yet, but in theory they work well. So what he does basically is he needs 2 monsters with different levels, and then what he does is he can target 1 monster on your opponent's side of the field and 1 monster on your side of the field. Let me just read that real quick to make sure that I'm doing it right. And you declare a level 1 through 8, and the monster becomes that level until this turn. Then you can target 2 monsters with the same level and destroy them. But really, the only reason I run it is for the level manipulation, because in this deck, level manipulation is everything. So that's kind of why I play it. I could see taking it out and playing like a Nightmare or something, but I like it. So I'm playing 2, I'm testing 2. Most likely one's going to come out when I get a Savage Dragon. I'm trying to get a Savage Dragon.
So am I.
Yeah, we're all trying to get Savage Dragons right now. Get them while they're hot.
They've been hot.
They've been hot. Black Rose. What Synchro deck wouldn't be complete without a Black Rose, right?
This one.
I guess you're right. I just came in today, so. So Black Rose blows up the field. He's a pocket nuke.
Or he doesn't blow up the field.
Or he doesn't blow up the field and you use his Synchro material. But he's a good card. Clearwing Synchro Dragon has 2 negates. Negates a level 5, but it's very situational negates. But they are still strong. And then, yeah, Rudy used it against me. That's why I'm saying that it's strong. Clearwing Synchro Dragon will negate the level 5. And then, let me see here. Quick effect. If you negate the activation and if you do destroy it, you can gain attack equal to that monster's attack.
I'm just reading. Go on.
Oh, okay. Up next, the namesake of the deck. I play Triple Stardust. You can honestly, and I will be serious here with you, if you build the deck the way I've built the deck, you can get away with playing 1 Stardust, or even just 2 Stardust.
I can confirm the 1 works.
Yeah, Rudy himself played the deck and made all 3 assault modes with just 1 Stardust, and that impressed me and made me believe that I could probably take out 1 of them, but I like having the 3. Up next, I play Cyframe Lord Gamma. Or Omega, sorry, I don't know what I'm thinking. It's late, guys, just leave me alone. He rips cards out of your opponent's hands. What else can I say? And then not only that, he frees up your extra monster zone. So it's a really good card, and get them while you can. They're probably going to go up in price soon because of a deck I heard about. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but it's from the new set coming out. I play a Beals because I can make Beals, and sometimes you summon Beals and it's the end of the game for your opponent because they really can't do anything, because Beals can't be destroyed or affected by things, and then any damage I take involving a battle with him, he gains that attack. So Beals is a very strong card. Up next, I play 1 Crystal Wing. Crystal Wing is a negate when you need it. Just be careful, because like sometimes you're gonna see that like when you could have summoned Crystal Wing, you could have also summoned Stardust, and it probably would have been better to summon Stardust. Maybe, I don't know.
Are you talking about our duel?
Earlier with our duel. You'll see it in the video what happened. Go ahead and comment what you think. I mean, I would have lost regardless.
It would have gotten negated.
It would have gotten negated anyway, but I mean, style. Up next is Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend for the pops. This is Rudy's card. He let me borrow it, but I'm running it because I'm also running Red Hot Dragon Archfiend Abyss and Red Hot Dragon Archfiend Bane. And the reason I play these... Okay, Rudy. Put them back in view. A little bit more to... Nah, it's fine. And the reason I play these is because I play Rocket Synchron. So what would happen is you would Synchro Summon with this, and then wait whenever. Normal summon the Rocket Synchron, bring it back to life, summon this, do your thing, shebang, and then bring this back, then shebang again, summon this, tribute, bring this back, you know, so forth and so forth. And that's how you would go about doing your little shenanigans.
You might cost back.
So anyway, so let me show you guys real quick what I mean with the assault mode thing when I say that Psi-Reflector is everything. So what you want to do is you're going to normal summon your Psi-Reflector.
Special.
Or special. It's really up to you. Like,
bring up the Sentinel too.
Well, okay. Okay, well let's start off with Sentinel then. So you're going to normal summon Sentinel. Activate Sentinel's effect. Tribute it. So send it to grave. We'll go ahead and say graveyard's up here. His effect will activate. You're going to special summon Psi-Reflector. Psi-Reflector's effect will activate. grabbing you literally any assault card that you want, but you're typically going to want to grab an Assault Beast if you don't have Assault Sentinel engraved. But for the sake of showing you guys the combo, I'm going to grab Assault Beast. So Assault Beast's effect activates in hand, you send it to grave, then you're going to go ahead and grab yourself in Assault Mode Activate. Reveal Assault Mode Activate and special summon one of them
by using his effect.
And then when you do, you can make that level 1 through 4. So you're going to go ahead and make this level 7. So then you're going to sync. And then from there, the world is your oyster. You can go into whatever you want. You're normally going to go into Stardust. And then you're going to go ahead and immediately set this. And then once it's set, you go and then you're going to see what I do is I wait for my opponent's draw phase. And then I flip Assault Mode Activate. And then once Assault Mode Activate comes out, you guys kind of already caught the gist of things. You tribute that, and then bam, you have a Daddy Stardust. And that was all from one card. Literally one card. And there's about 18 cards, give or take, in this deck that get you to that card. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know how you feel about this deck. A lot of people play it different ways, but for the most part, they're all the same. People play different techs, people play different concepts. I feel like mine is very trap heavy, and I'm not worried about that. I kind of like it, but it is what it is. Rudy, closing thoughts? Stardust. So anyway, guys, catch us on turn 2, and like, comment, and subscribe. Holler at your boys, and we have some decks coming up that we're going to post. We ran into a little bit of an issue with money. No, I'm just going to flat out say it. I have not been getting paid for the last 3 weeks. I've been free labor. They even told me at work that I was free labor. So I'm a little mad about that, but hopefully on Friday we'll get paid and we'll get some more content out for you guys. We have, do you want to tell them about your new deck that's probably going to come in the mail?
Odd Eyes.
We're making an Odd Eyes deck, and we managed to get a little bit of money, and we
pretty much bought everything.
Bought the whole deck, and the whole deck basically cost $30.
27.
So around 30, give or take, with shipping.
And we had some of the cards too.
We had some of the cards too lying around. So anyway, guys, get at us, and that's about it. Yeah, see you guys.